Hello, hopefully I'm live. Should be live on YouTube and in my community as well. So I'm just shuffling things around a little bit on my desktop. Okay, so today we are going to be tapping on the dreaded self-doubt, that awful feeling that comes up when you want to do something outside of your comfort zone, or when you feel like you're progressing in your business and then all of a sudden this self-doubt monster comes up and you're like, oh, can I do this? Am I good enough? Am I qualified enough? Is this going to work out? What happens if it doesn't work out? And before you know it, you're caught up in a whole load of negative thinking and it doesn't feel very nice. So it's really important to address it as soon as it comes up, because what can happen with self-doubt is it just escalates and escalates, and then you start putting things off, you start procrastinating, you stop showing up. And before you know it, you've kind of lost all your confidence. So we really want to nip that self-doubt in the bud if we can do. I'm just going to check to see if anyone's online in my community, because I know I had a few people that wanted to watch live. So I should have Joe with me, and I think Vanessa's going to watch on replay. So welcome, ladies. Anyone else who's watching on replay as well. So what I'd like to do first of all is just have a little check-in and think about self-doubt in your business. You might want to just think over the past couple of weeks, if it's been showing up for you, when it's showing up for you, whether it's stopping you doing anything in particular, when that kind of negative thinking is happening as well. So just tune in for a moment, think about that self-doubt, and we're going to get a number. We're going to get a SUDS number, which is subjective units of distress. So 10 is like, oh God, this self-doubt, I'm really finding it quite emotionally triggering. It's really difficult for me. I've got lots of sensations coming up, lots of emotions bubbling over. And 0 is, I actually feel pretty neutral about self-doubt right now. I'm feeling okay. So just, check in, get yourself a SUDS, and we're going to work on getting that down. Now, it might be as we go through the tapping that you become a little bit more activated. So that SUDS might go up throughout the tapping. Don't worry about that. Just keep tapping, because we're aiming to bring it down through the physical action of tapping, letting our nervous system know that we're safe and it's okay. We do have this self-doubt. Okay, so nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then just tapping, sorry, just turning my sound down, just tapping on the side of the hand points, repeating after me, out loud or in your mind. And please do feel free to swap any words out that don't feel quite right for you. So even though I'm doubting myself right now, self-doubt is showing up. I accept myself and how I feel. Even though self-doubt is holding me back, stopping me from doing things I want to do, and making me question myself, I acknowledge it now, and I love myself anyway. Even though feelings of self-doubt sometimes feel completely overwhelming, really frustrating. It makes me just want to curl up in a ball and hide. I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, so up to the eyebrow point. You can tap on one side or both sides. It's up to you. I normally just do one when I'm demoing. All this self-doubt. All this self-doubt. Side of the eye. Always questioning myself. Under the eye. Worrying about whether I'm really cut out for what I want to achieve. Under the nose. All this doubt in my abilities. Chin points. All this doubt about whether things are going to work out. collarbone point, and it just feels all consuming sometimes. It's like a fog I can't get out of. Under the arm. It's like nothing is certain when I'm struggling with self-doubt. It's hard to focus. It's hard to get clarity. Top of the head, and nothing is assured. Eyebrow point, all this pesky self-doubt. Insert appropriate word there. All this self-doubt. Side of the eye, it just stops me in my tracks. I start doing something and the doubt sets in and I stop. Under the eye. And then I keep just overthinking things. Under the nose. And when I overthink things, I end up procrastinating about things. Chin point. Or I start out with these good intentions and confidence, and then self-doubt just stops me. Collarbone point. And I ask myself these questions like, can I really do this? Am I good enough? Is this really going to work out? Under the arms, all these doubts, all these questions. Top of the head, self-doubt makes me feel so, and insert word here. It might be that you're really feeling frustration. Maybe you're feeling anxious about it. Maybe it just feels really overwhelming. Self-doubt makes me feel so. Just express the emotions that you're feeling. And you might even be feeling it in your body as well. So you can just tune into that as well. If you're feeling it anywhere in particular. Just tapping and tuning in. And we carry on tapping, eyebrow point, all this self-doubt. All this doubting myself, doubting me. Am I enough? Side of the eye. Where did this even come from? Have I always had this self-doubt? Under the eye. Maybe somewhere, somehow, I got the message that doubting myself was the right thing to do. That I should doubt myself. Maybe somebody else made me feel like I should doubt myself and my abilities. Under the nose. Maybe I got the message that I wasn't enough just the way I am, that I had to be more. Chin point. And this made me question myself, made me doubt myself, made me distrust myself. Collarbone point. So I'm choosing to just tune into this for a moment with love and compassion. Just tuning into any frustration. Knowing that if anything sad is coming up, that's okay. You can work on that. Just reminding yourself that you're just tuning in. So repeating after me. I really want to be able to overcome this easily. Under the arm. But I'm also open to the fact that it might not be easy, and that's okay. I've got my own back anyway. Top of the head. Really just want to let some of this go today if I can. And I'm choosing to just let go of a little bit. So we're just going to do a few more rounds. We're going to just start thinking now about some what if statements and some maybe statements, just to bring in some other things to ponder as we're tapping. So just repeating after me. Surely there's been times where I felt confident and self-assured in the past. Side of the eye. There's been times that I've shown up, even when I was scared. Under the eye. So maybe I could tap literally into those again, into those feelings, into those experiences and memories. Under the nose. And maybe I could let some of this go today. Maybe I could. Chin points. Because what if I am good enough, qualified enough, whatever enough? Collarbone point. What if things do work out, even with me having self-doubt? Under the arm. And could I accept that self-doubt might well come up again, but I get to choose how to handle it? Top of the head, because it would feel better to have a handle on my self-doubt rather than it having a handle on me. Eyebrow point. And I choose to see self-doubt through a lens of compassion for myself. Side of the eye. Maybe there's a part of me that feels afraid. Under the eye. Maybe there's a part of me that's looking for safety. And that's okay. That's okay. Under the nose. I love and accept all parts of myself. And I thank those parts for trying to keep me safe. Chin point. And I choose to cultivate self-assurance. Collarbone point. Reminding myself of times when I have felt self-assured. And we're going to do this now together, okay? So just continuing to tap on the collarbone point, I want you to close your eyes and rewind to a time when you were self-assured, when you felt pretty good about yourself, when you showed up and did something that was a little bit scary, but you did it anyway. Just rewind, take yourself back to that time where you felt that self-assurance. And just remind yourself of that. Remind yourself of what happened before the thing, during the thing, and after the thing. Just take yourself to that moment. Remind yourself what you were wearing, who was there, what the circumstances were, what you could see, what you could hear, the things you said. Just really tune into those lovely feelings of feeling self-assured right now and embody that in this moment. Bring that in, embody that, and remind yourself of that. Okay, under the arm point. I choose to let go of some of the doubts I have about myself. Top of the head, because I can be brave and confident and assured. Just do 2 more rounds. Nice positive rounds now. Eyebrow point. I can do this. I can do this. Just need to remind myself sometimes. Side of the eye. And when I look back, I realize all of the things that I have done, all of the amazing things I've done. Under the eye. And some of those things I most likely did with self-doubt. But I still did it. Under the nose. And I'm so proud of myself for showing up during those times, even with that self-doubt. I'm so proud of myself. Chin points. And maybe when I'm doing well, when I'm progressing, maybe that's when the self-doubt tends to trip me up a little bit. Collarbone point. Maybe those are the times when sabotage seeps in. And that's okay. That's normal. Maybe that's a sign of growth. Under the arm. And everybody goes through this. Everybody. I'm not on my own. Everyone has periods of self-doubt. And then the final round, to sit up nice and tall here, chest out, shoulders back. There might be some other things that I need to work on here, and I can do that. That's okay. Eyebrow points. Clearing some of this fear just feels so much better already. Side of the eye, just acknowledging some of this stuff feels really nice, actually, to just get it out. Give it a name, say it, feel it. Hard but worth it. Under the eye, just beginning to feel a little bit calmer in my body. Tapping, calming my nervous system. Under the nose, realizing that just as I knock myself down with thoughts about self-doubt, chin points, maybe I can remember to build myself up with these positive feelings around self-assurance, building myself up. Collarbone point. Cheering myself on like I would do a friend. Yeah, you go, girl. You can do it. Remember that time you did it before? Saying all those really lovely things to myself. Under the arm. I can do hard things. I can do hard things. Top of the head. I love and accept myself. And I feel so proud of my mind and of my body. So just stop tapping there for a moment. Nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just place your hands on your heart center. And I really want you to just feel into your heart for a moment and really express gratitude. Gratitude for your mind and your body for bringing this to your attention. Say thank you, body. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Thank you for showing up here today. I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then we are just going to do a quick check-in again on that SUD scale. So at the beginning, I asked you to think of a moment over the past few weeks, perhaps where the self-doubt has set in. Just try to connect with that for a little bit. I want you to try and reconnect with that and just see if that SUDS level has come down at all. If it hasn't, that's okay. You can repeat the tapping. It might be that you didn't quite tune in to a particular emotional, physical sensation. So try it again, but with tuning in. If it's come down, yay, that's amazing. If, however, your SEDS has gone up, that is okay too. It might just indicate that there are lots of different aspects to your self-doubt. Quite often it's tied up with imposter syndrome. Sometimes it can even be a trauma reaction as well. So just be aware of that and treat yourself with compassion. Obviously, if you feel like you'd like to work one-to-one with me, just get in touch. Thank you so much for tapping with me today. That's been amazing. I've loved showing up live here for you, and have a great rest of the day. Bye.